Coucou guys, let's talk today about the medical system here in France and about my personal journey of treating acne with Roaccutane here. And a little spoiler, it goes pretty well, much better than what I saw on TikTok before starting this course. I've never had severe acne, but I've had persistent one. Sometimes my skin could be relatively clear and other times I'd have flare-ups. This has been going on since I was 13. Today I'm 29 and it started to really bother me. Over the years I've tried different creams, skincare routines, antibiotics, diet. I've checked my hormones and digestive system. Nothing was found and nothing worked. Oh my god, that was so scary because I'm naturally a very anxious person in life, and obviously I watched a lot of videos about Roaccutane on social media, about terrible side effects and how hard the treatment is going. I still remember that moment when I was hesitating if to take this first pill. I obviously have side effects and I will talk about them later, but overall nothing extremely bad or uncomfortable. Come a bit closer now so that you can see the condition of my skin on month 5. I've been purging, so I have several new pimples for some reason only on the left side. But what is really cool and what I really love is the quality of the skin. I don't have any foundation on my face. I just applied my La Roche-Posay cream and the skin looks super even, radiant and very glowy. And I also had under the skin bumps in this area. They've cleared up, so my face doesn't look anymore like a chocolate with nuts. I still have some breakouts that appear occasionally. Even taking this into account, I'm super happy already with the condition of my skin today. How much does it cost to take Roaccutane here in France? Little spoiler alert, if your dermatologist prescribes you this treatment here, it will cost you something close to €0. Might not know it, but France is a country that provides the most social benefits for its residents, including in healthcare. My visit to the dermatologist cost me €120, which I had to pay upfront, but Social Security reimbursed me this amount within 1 week. After that, with dermatologist prescription, the pharmacy provides you with the medication free of charge, no upfront payment, and you also get eye drops and contraceptive pills at no cost. Besides, your doctor also prescribes you lab tests. It's blood test every 2 months and pregnancy test every month. This you also get free of charge through insurance. After 5 months of treatment, the only things I've spent my money on were skincare products for my lips, face and body. I started my treatment on the 1st of November with the dose of 30 milligrams. By the way, it's the dose I'm taking today as well. We haven't increased it. When you are on a Roaccutane treatment, your skin becomes very thin and very sensitive. It gets easily irritated by the sun and you become red very fast and you can really get burned. I started it in November mostly because I wanted to enjoy my summer, and the majority of my treatment period falls on autumn and winter. I normally should finish it by June if I get my cumulative dose, and like that I will be able to enjoy my summer. In France, you get your personal patient card with all the information you need to know about the treatment and also all the restrictions you need to follow. After my doctor sees my test results, she actually stamps my patient card and prescribes the medicine for next month. The main rule is that it's absolutely prohibited to get pregnant on Roaccutane and also for some time after finishing this treatment, because Roaccutane actually directly affects the baby and leads to birth defects. That's why every month I have to take pregnancy test, and also every 2 months I take blood tests for liver indicators, because actually Isotretinoin, which is Roaccutane, it is a vitamin A and it's processed through liver. It can raise some liver indicators and we need to follow that. And by the way, I want to mention how chill are the doctors here in France. My dermatologist, she didn't even talk to me about side effects. Don't tell me that you should take Roaccutane with fatty foods and that you should eat a lot of fatty foods during the day, because vitamin A is a fat-soluble vitamin. And she didn't even mention it. I knew it through social media after. Also for blood tests, I was kind of surprised that they give you the blood test only for 2 indicators. I don't remember the name. I will put it on the video. video. In Ukraine, they actually prescribe you blood tests with many indicators to see that your liver is not affected by the medication, while here it's just 2 indicators and we're fine. With Roaccutane, it's important to reach your cumulative dose over the entire period of treatment course, and the total dose and the length of treatment depend on your weight and the daily dosage you take. In these 5 months, I haven't skipped even 1 day, and it's really important. If you skip 3 days or more, you need to start the treatment from the beginning. Yeah, don't skip your doses if you're on Roaccutane. Also, it's very important to mention that Roaccutane is not a medication that you can prescribe for yourself. Absolutely need to see a doctor. Don't try to change the dosage on your own. Accutane is a really powerful drug and it requires a medical supervision throughout the course of treatment. I'm serious. See the doctor. Don't self-medicate. So which side effects I've had on this treatment? Since I knew from day one that in 95% of cases you would have very dry lips while on Roaccutane, I started applying lip balm constantly from day one. I haven't had a single crack in this period. I do feel my lips get dry as soon as the balm wears off, but it's just a question of applying it consistently.
Yes, my lips do look soft and hydrated. And to keep them this way, I apply lip products almost all the time during the day and also at night.
I have tried many different lip balms. I started with this one, which is Aquaphor, and it was prescribed by my dermatologist. I actually really like this balm, but at some point I think it doesn't make the job 100% because at some point your lips are becoming really dry and it's just not enough. The best for the dessert, this product is a must-have, Lana cream. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I have this one, but I'm pretty sure there are many different on the market, and this is a game changer. I even stood up to show you this one because this is my favorite ever product. You should screenshot it even if you're not undergoing Roaccutane treatment. Lanolin is a natural waxy substance that comes from oil glands of sheep. It is hypoallergenic and closely resembles natural oils produced by human skin, making it effective in healing and maintaining hydration. Another really common side effect is dry eyes, which I didn't actually experience. In the beginning, I bought a bunch of eye drops, but in reality, in these 5 months, I've used them maybe 3 or 4 times and only at night, just because my eyes don't get dry. What I do have though is an extremely dry nose, and I remember on my month 2, I took a plane to the US and it was a 10-hour flight, and it was just terrible because my nose was already dry and the plane made it only worse. It felt like a desert inside my nose. What I didn't have though is nosebleeds, which is a very common side effect on Roaccutane because I use this oil since day one. This is actually just a peach oil that I bought in Ukraine for 3 or 4 euros, and I think you can get it anywhere. I have it all the time with me because anytime I feel that my nose is dry, and it's 24 hours a day, I just apply it with my finger and it feels much better and more hydrated, and it helped me to avoid all the cracks and nose bleeding. Another side effect I got is cracks in the corner of the lips, and it's really unpleasant feeling because it hurts to eat or even talk. They appeared as early as day 7, but thankfully they don't stay the entire time, they come and go. And to help them heal, I use this product. I got it in Ukraine for next to nothing, and it's been very effective with healing and with treating this issue. One of the common good side effects is clean scalp 24 hours a day, 7 days per week. I naturally have oily skin, and before Accutane I had to wash my hair every day. Now I don't even need dry shampoo because actually Roaccutane dries out your skin, including your scalp. I still wash it 2 times per week just not to get used too much to it, because after the treatment is over the oiliness will come back, and I just don't want to be too sad about it. I am already very sad about it because it's an incredible side effect.
I've also been experiencing retinoid dermatitis on my arms, and after shower it gets more visible, red irritated spots that flare up from the heat and water. It's not the most comfortable side effect, but very common one, and it's part of the process, and the best I can do is use a gentle shower cream and keep my skin hydrated with a soothing body cream.
what I use as skincare products today. When you start your treatment, you need to exclude all acids, retinols, and other active ingredients from your routine because they can irritate your sensitive skin. The main focus during this time is moisturizing and nourishing, as Roaccutane is a big stress overall for your skin. On day one, I went to the pharmacy and I got two products. First one was a cleansing foam from SkinCeuticals, and the second one was this cream from Aven. This cream is for blemish-prone skin left dry and irritated by treatments, meaning this cream was made for people like me who are undergoing treatments and have very, very dry skin. I used it for maybe 4 months. At some point, it was not enough because my barrier was so damaged. I texted my friend who is a dermatologist in Ukraine. She recommended me some products that would help restore my skin barrier and microbiome. Two main products that she recommended are both from La Roche-Posay, and the first one is a ultra soothing hydrating care anti-imperfections Isobiome. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. I apply it every morning and every evening as a final step of my routine. And another product that she recommended in case if I have really burning, red, irritated skin, she recommended me applying this balm from La Roche-Posay to apply it as a mask for 2-3 hours so that it can help to restore the barrier and also hydrate and nourish the skin. She also recommended me getting a new very soft cleanser, and as much as I don't like creamy cleansers because they leave a weird finish on your face and like you feel that your face is dirty after, when I was in pharmacy I was advised to buy this one. And I haven't heard of this brand before. It's a milky cleanser that hydrates, that helps with tightness and that soothes your skin. And it's doing a great job. I actually was super surprised and I was pleasantly surprised.
And this is what can happen to your face if you use the wrong product, especially ones with acids or active ingredients.
I've been also asked if I use makeup products and also if I eat sweets, chocolates, etc. I do use makeup products. I didn't really change my routine that much. I don't do makeup a lot, but I have my products that I use since a very long time and I didn't change it. And as for sweets, yes, I've been eating some chocolate, some desserts. I didn't see anything on my face except this huge pimple that I can't believe just appeared just when I wanted to make this video. So huge that you can see it even from Jupiter. It's incredible. I want to be completely transparent about my experience with alcohol because it's normally not recommended to drink at all during Roaccutane treatment, and during first 2 months I was a really good girl and didn't drink a drop of alcohol. But then during New Year's I had 2 glasses of champagne and later in the months another 3-4 glasses of wine. During the next blood test that I've done, I saw that my liver indicators were fine. I honestly just relaxed a bit about this. I just decided to take it easy, and when I feel like having a glass of wine, I just take it. Another thing I want to mention is sauna and hammam. On Roaccutane, your skin becomes so sensitive that you better avoid this type of heat. I understand it for sauna because it uses dry air, which can dry out your skin even more. But I'm a big hammam lover and I didn't cut it out of my routine. I go on average 2 times per week, I don't stay too long, and I haven't had any discomfort so far. Next part may be more interesting for the women out there, and it's injections. Before starting the course, I've read a lot of controversial opinions regarding if you can or cannot make injections during your treatment. I consulted with my dermatologist and she told me that it's fine. What you actually really cannot do is peeling, laser treatments, or laser epilation, which really can burn your already sensitive skin. That's why when I went back home for winter holidays, I renewed my Botox. I've had biorevitalization to hydrate my skin on deeper level. Also got injections for my scalp. Overall, I've had a very good experience with all injections, no complications, no discomfort, and my skin got back to normal very quickly. Also wanted to mention sports. I've been working out regularly since more than 12 years, and in restrictions to Roaccutane, it's said that it's better to limit your physical activity because often when on this medication, your joints hurt and bones feel sore. I haven't changed my routine and I still work out 2-3 times per week in the gym. Sometimes my knees or lower back can hurt, but I can't say that it's a strong or long-lasting pain, so it hasn't really bothered me. Okay guys, I think I've covered everything I wanted to cover today. You can't cover 100% because there are so many questions, so many contradictions, so many specific details about this treatment that you can speak hours about it, and I will be very happy to answer your questions if you have some, and to show you that yes, this is a very serious treatment and sometimes it can be very hard, but I want to show you on my example that it's not as scary, or it can be not as scary as people show it on social media. Actually, it can really transform the way that you approach your skin. And thank you so much for watching this video. You know that for me it's not a very comfortable process to create my YouTube channel. Still getting used to it, and I will be very happy to get some support, and thank you so much guys.